Here we are, made it out to our beaver camp. It's pretty well able to drive in here with the truck. It was about 50 kilometers down a logging road. I probably would have been better off taking the dogs. Got an old truck and it was hard on it. We're here now anyways. Dogs are happy to be out. All settled in, got their spots. I'll get them all fenced up tomorrow before I go paddling the river. But on the side of the river here, this river. Beautiful night. Finally got tent set up. Still gotta finish my bed here, but almost there. A quick dinner, just got the little tent out here. A little 9x9. Moose roast and homegrown potatoes for dinner. Should be good. Just getting some coffee on the go. For about 8:30. Dogs are loving the sun. Pretty lazy today. Haven't even done much. Larry's right down in the hole over there where the canoe was in the winter. Just got a good little spot. It's pretty warm out now. It's probably about -10, -15 this morning, but definitely above zero now. That's what we need. There hasn't been much activity for beavers along the river, but there's quite a bit of sign they're around. Just not swimming around like they normally do. All right, just going to pick up Zora here. It's a quick dog sled out to the truck. And then from there, about an hour drive where we'll be meeting her. Brushed out a spot for the dogs today. Didn't get the fence up yet. It's easier with 2 people. I'll do it with Zora. Already got Flurry on the dog sled. And should be good. There are wolves around. I noticed a big pack on the road on the way up here. I think I seen one last night, either that or a lynx. But lots of tracks around. They were around last year. We usually have a pack of 2 or 3 that live through here. I've noticed some tracks too, so be good to get that fence up. We always have wolves come check us out. Just came for a quick dog sled. Got the truck parked where we have to go get Zora later. There's a great horned owl there. I seen him earlier. Must have a nest around here or something. But yeah, we're waiting for Zora. Truck's just down the road here. Got it parked. Waiting for her.
I arrived. It was a long drive in here, but we're here.
Dogs haven't done much today. No one's made a peep.
We just left camp, and we're gonna go check a foothold Jamie set yesterday. Wish us luck. This is where Jamie set his foothold, and it's all icy on the shoreline here. Probably set his trap off. We're just looking.
No.
Didn't set it off?
No.
Oh, that's good, but definitely didn't catch any beavers here. You can see there's a little castor mound up there. But no luck, unfortunately. It's a hard time of the year to be trapping beavers like this because the river changes so much every day with the ice. So the river that we're on right now is called the Seine River. The section that's on our trap line is in between 2 waterfalls, so it really doesn't freeze up very well. Even in the coldest winters, we're always pretty skeptical of the ice. We do very limited winter travel on this river with like a snow machine or anything. But in the spring, it's always the first thing to melt. and open up. And it's a little early now, but we've been out here where there's just like tons of birds. It's pretty cool. You'll see swans, geese, loads of ducks, lots of pretty cool birds on their way to the Arctic. This is in the middle of a big migration route, so that's pretty cool. Jamie saw 2 swans while he's been out here, but it's still a little early to see any geese or anything. We still haven't seen a goose yet this year, but we did see a duck this morning, so it's starting. It gets really shallow here, and it has all these big open sandbanks in the summertime. It's actually awesome. And then you can canoe up to the farthest waterfall and you can catch walleye and camp on the beach. It's pretty nice. And it's just littered with beaver houses all along it. When we first got this trap line, it was insane, the beaver activity that we'd see. Right, Jamie?
Yeah. Everywhere.
They were just absolutely everywhere. Otters everywhere. So it's a pretty sweet spot. We're pretty happy that we have a small chunk of it on our trap line. Okay, so I thought I would give you guys a bit of a background on when we got our trap line. It was probably around 6 years ago we got our trap line. Our trap line doesn't have any cabins or anything on it. So for the last 5 winters, we've lived out here in a prospector tent. This year was the one exception. This is the first winter we haven't spent on our trap line because I got a full-time job. So we're going through a bit of a life change. But this is our first trip out here this winter, unfortunately. But this has been our winter home, which has been pretty amazing thing to be able to do together. Spent some pretty cool winters in a prospector tent. But I don't think we'd have it any other way, Jamie?
No.
Living out here with our dogs. So hopefully we can get out here a bit more next winter. Okay, so I just set up our temporary fencing that I set up when we think we might have to leave the dogs somewhere by themselves. We never go very far, but it just gives you that extra peace of mind. I don't know if you can even really see it too well. But it's the electric fencing the movable electric fencing you can get for goats or chickens. We do have a charger for it, but we don't usually charge it up in the wintertime. And if we ever think, like tonight we're going to go for a bit of a paddle and we won't be able to bring all the dogs with us, we'll set something like this up. And then we'll put a bunch of jerry cans or things that have a bunch of human smell on them around just to be extra safe, because you wouldn't want any wolves coming up to the dogs when we aren't around. Okay, we're heading down the river. You can see how high the water was at one point this winter, and it's drastically dropped. We have we're coming up to some swans at this bend. I don't know if we'll get close enough to get good footage of them, but there's a pair up ahead that I'm looking at. Okay, we're just sitting in front of a beaver house here, waiting for them to come out. We can hear them in there, making all sorts of noises. We're just sitting on the shore in the boat, ready to go. I'll probably get up on shore here, get set up. So we're ready to hunt them. So we did end up getting a beaver. When we get to shore, I'll show it to you, but it's a bit hard to do it in the canoe. I missed one and we got one, and we set up a foothold, so we'll check our traps tomorrow. It's a gorgeous night. Super clear. The river's like glass right now. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, here's the beaver. The dogs are pretty excited. We usually give the meat to the dogs, and we keep the furs for ourselves. Nothing goes to waste. Looks like a nice beaver, maybe 3 or 4 years old. Pretty good. Pretty exciting that we got one. We're just taking a quick little break here. I'm having a bit of wine. Jamie's having a bit of beer before we get working. I'm gonna cook our dinner. I got some moose burgers. I'm gonna cook them on the fire, and Jamie's gonna skin up the beaver and feed it to the dogs. And yeah, then we can cut a bit of firewood and call it a night. But a nice end to a long day, anyways. Glad we got a beaver.
Dogs are happy.
Yeah, dogs are gonna be nice and full in about an hour. Okay, so it's it's 9 a.m. now, actually, 9 a.m. And we're just checking our first set right across from camp. And we are lucky, and we got a beaver in a foothold. Jamie. Okay, so it's around 9 a.m. here. We just got on the water. Our camp is literally right there. And we checked the foothold right across from camp. And we got a beaver first thing this morning. So that's a good start to our day. Last night, we had wolves circle us. So we made sure the dogs were extra safe when we left. We fixed the fence up and shot our gun a couple times and yelled a bunch and put all these things around the fence. A bunch of jerry cans and things to keep anything that might be lurking around away. But we're pretty confident they're gone.
Seemed like 1 or 2.
Yeah, it didn't seem like a very big pack or anything, just 1 or 2 lingering. And they stayed upwind of the dogs the whole time, so they couldn't smell them. We didn't hear anything last night. But that's pretty much the update for us. We're going up the river, see if we can catch some walleye and see if we caught one more beaver on our other foothold. If we could bring home 3 beavers, that would be awesome, but we're also happy with the 2. So we went by the house we were at last night, farther up the river, and we got another beaver. So that was pretty awesome. The dogs will eat the meat throughout the week, and we'll send the hides in to get tanned, and I'll have some hides to do some sewing projects with. So it's pretty exciting. We make sure we use every part of our animals. We're gonna see if there might be a few more houses upriver here on our way to the waterfalls. So we'll see if we get lucky. So we made it to the waterfall. It's right over there. I'll get a better shot of it later. And we're trying to jig up some walleye here.
No luck yet.
No luck yet. Still only the 2 beavers. A nice ice shelf over here we're kind of wedged on, which is nice because we don't have an anchor. We saw our first geese of the year, 2. We saw 4 swans, a flock of mallards, and 3 blue jays. So I think it means it's officially spring. And a whiskey jack, but they're always here. So I think it's been a pretty good day. Hopefully we get some fish. Okay, we're making our way down the river. No fish, unfortunately, but Mother Nature's been pretty nice to us today, so that's okay. We still have to make our way out of here today, pack up our camp, and get home, so we still have a lot of work ahead of us. So we should be... Go.
All right, just getting back to camp here. Got a couple beavers today. It's a good paddle up the river, made it to the falls. No fish, but I think we're a little early. Probably a little early to be out here doing what we're doing right now. We could have waited a week or 2, but nice to be out. Got a couple beavers. And yeah, Dogs will be well fed. I'll probably skin these up here right now and just bring the hides home. Hides and the meat, leave the guts. We noticed there's not as many beavers around on the river this year. We haven't trapped it in 2 years, and figure it's probably from wolves. We had a couple come in camp last night, so they're living on the river. They could eat quite a few beavers. One wolf could take down a good number of them, so they're still around though, and it's still good trapping. Good couple days of dog food for the dogs. Beaver, probably their favorite meat. Nice and fatty. Best we could get around here. We're just packing in. About to call it a day. Hit the road.
Yay, that was a lot of work. Well, the day's almost over.
Yeah, we just thought we'd mention, if you like what you see what we're doing out here, next winter we'll be offering guided tours on our trap line. Have your own canvas tent, own skis, go for dog sleds, and do some exploring, see our traps and what we do out here.
And if you like our content, please like and subscribe to our page. Thank you.